Welcome to today's explainer right here on AI for All. Today we're diving into exactly how artificial intelligence is drastically accelerating human creativity and, more importantly, how you can actually leverage it to future-proof your income for 2026 and beyond. We're moving way past those basic, everyday discussions about what AI is, and instead we're locking in on a highly practical, urgent roadmap for the next couple of years. Look, we have to talk about the elephant in the room. If you aren't actively integrating AI into your daily workflow right now, today, you really risk being left behind by the people who are. It's fundamentally changing how we work, how we create, and how we build. By the time we hit 2026, the divide between those using these tools and those ignoring them, it's going to be massive. So how do we make sure you're on the winning side of that divide? Here is a quick look at our agenda for today. First, the 2026 AI roadmap. Second, AI content creation. Third, training AI models. Fourth, AI educational courses. Fifth, SaaS tools and e-commerce. And finally, number 6, the reality of effort. All right, let's jump straight into Section 1, the 2026 AI roadmap, moving past the hype to build real income. Okay, let's clear something up right off the bat. There is this huge misconception floating around that AI is just this magic button that replaces human effort entirely. That's simply false. Think of AI more like a high-powered jetpack, right? It's incredibly fast, but you absolutely still have to be the pilot steering the ship. What AI actually does is remove the friction. It takes your raw human creativity and just massively accelerates the implementation of those ideas. You get to execute faster and at a scale we literally couldn't have imagined a few years ago. Moving on to Section 2, AI content creation, overcoming the camera-shy barrier. This is where things get really cool, especially if you hate being on camera. Think about how crazy the modern workflow is today. You don't even need to sit in front of a lens if you don't want to. First, you just provide the unique concepts and write a really value-driven script. That's your human input. Then you hand it over to tools like ElevenLabs for voice generation, which gives you this incredibly natural-sounding audio. After that, a tool like HeyGen can generate a totally complete visual AI avatar for you. You basically sit down once, create your avatar, and suddenly, you've got an automated presentation system. But keep in mind, the magic only happens if that initial script you wrote provides genuine value. And you aren't limited to just video either. You can absolutely use this same creative energy to build out massive amounts of written content. You can set up a WordPress blog and use AI to significantly scale your output, drafting posts, structuring your ideas, and editing in record time. But the exact same rule applies here. As a human, you possess a totally unique creative voice. If you don't inject that into your writing, a purely AI-generated blog is just going to fall flat. Your focus always has to remain on giving the reader genuinely useful information. Let's look at Section 3, training AI models, earning by improving AI. So what if you don't want to create content? Well, fixing the AI itself is a massive opportunity, specifically because of something called hallucination. Large language models, or LLMs, are amazing, but they are definitely not perfect. Sometimes they just confidently invent entirely incorrect information out of thin air. To fix this, machine learning engineers desperately need human intervention. They literally need real people to look at the AI's output, spot the nonsense, and guide the model back on track. And get this, by working on freelance platforms specifically designed for this, like Outlier.ai, you can actually get paid to correct these hallucinations. And the pay is really solid. Depending on what you're an expert in, you can pull in a fantastic $12 to $30 an hour just by verifying and fixing what the AI spits out. And honestly, the best part is that you don't even need to be a software engineer to do this. Sure, coding is in high demand, but these AI models need to learn about absolutely everything. They need fitness and health experts to verify workout routines. Because, let's face it, an AI doesn't know what a pulled hamstring actually feels like. They need history buffs to fact-check dates. They're even actively looking for folks fluent in regional languages like Bengali, Tamil, Telugu, and Malayalam. Basically, if you have deep knowledge in a specific niche, your skills are incredibly valuable right now. Now, a quick heads up, the hiring process for these platforms is pretty strict, mainly because precision is everything. You can't just feed the AI junk data, your corrections have to be highly accurate. But if you make it through the vetting process, the perks are phenomenal. You get super flexible working hours, you get an inside look at how AI actually works, and crucially, you get to network with top-tier AI professionals. That networking piece alone is a total game changer for your career. All right, Section 4, AI educational courses, packaging your expertise. If you've spent the last few years totally geeking out and mastering these AI tools, you're sitting on a goldmine of knowledge. You can package all that expertise into a comprehensive course. There's a massive, hungry market of people who want to learn this stuff. You can host your training on established platforms like Udemy or Skillshare, use premium setups like Kajabi, or just build your own custom learning management system right on WordPress. When you do this, you basically have two distinct paths, depending on what your main goal is. Are you trying to maximize your reach and help as many people as possible? If so, offering free content, like building a massive audience on YouTube, is the way to go. Or do you want to build a direct revenue stream? Then you can launch a paid course, which is super scalable, and promote it using targeted Facebook and Google ads. Both are totally valid strategies that top creators are using every single day. But here's the catch. Regardless of whether it's free or paid, people will figure out instantly if your course is just fluff. You can literally spend thousands of dollars on advertising, but if the content inside doesn't actually solve a problem for people, your reputation will tank and the money will dry up. Always focus on providing real, tangible value first. Give them the hard-earned knowledge you've spent years acquiring. Section 5. SaaS tools and e-commerce. Building scalable solutions. Now, if you actually have the technical chops to build AI-powered tools, apps, or plugins as we head into 2026, the ceiling for your income here is astronomically high. Markets, especially in the US and the UK, are totally accustomed to paying good money for premium software that saves them time. Right now, there is massive demand for things like advanced transcription services, AI avatar generators, and comprehensive YouTube automation tools. Take a second to think about how the top tools in the industry actually win. A massive tool like HeyGen doesn't necessarily have to burn millions on traditional ads. Instead, they offer a freemium model that is just so exceptionally good and gives you so much value right out of the gate that organic word of mouth completely replaces their marketing budget. If you build a tool that truly, genuinely solves a headache for people, they will naturally upgrade to the paid plans and they'll tell all their friends to do it too. And hey, if software development isn't your thing, but you're working in e-commerce, AI is literally your ultimate lever for scaling up. As of today, you can use AI to completely automate your product research. You can generate custom t-shirt designs and sell them seamlessly on Amazon. You can use advanced language models to write high-converting product descriptions and even set your entire marketing campaign to run on autopilot. It's like having a 24/7 back office team working exclusively for your store. Finally, Section 6, the reality of effort. The myth of easy money. I want to be crystal clear with you here. Absolutely none of these 5 methods we just talked about are get-rich-quick schemes. When we see a successful content creator or a course seller or a developer raking in huge revenue, we almost always fall into the trap of thinking it's easy money. What we don't see are the years of immense sacrifice, the late-night grinds, the pivots, and the relentless hard work that built the foundation for that success. Doing this right is hard work, plain and simple. But honestly, don't let that discourage you. Let it fire you up. Keep this perspective front and center. It is not just about making money. It's fundamentally about improving your skills. If you put in the grueling effort today, even if you go 3 whole years without seeing massive returns, by year 4, the process just becomes second nature. The financial rewards will naturally follow because you've molded yourself into someone who deeply, fundamentally understands how to leverage AI. So you have the 2026 roadmap right in front of you. And the AI divide, it's widening every single day. The only question left is, will you be the one building the automation or the one being replaced by it? Choose your path.